feel like there could be a team overseas who would love to snatch Caitlin Clark away from us and give her a crazy offer. I mean, Ice Cube was about to give her $5 million to play in less than 10 games in the Big Three.
And when I say the most clueless people alive, I'm talking about the WNBA basically handing their prized superstar Caitlin Clark to the EuroLeague like it meant nothing. And if that isn't peak-level nonsense, I don't know what is. Let's be honest here. Caitlin is finally out from under all the nonstop mistreatment she had to deal with. Nobody's out there trying to jab at her eyes like it's some twisted horror show sport, which means she can actually lock in on real basketball. Meanwhile, the WNBA is probably sitting there in total confusion because the European game might honestly feel more serious than half of the NBA. So, yeah, Caitlin Clark just bailed on the WNBA, and really, who could blame her? Europe rolled out the royal welcome while the WNBA was left staring into space. WNBA threw marketing at this mess, and I still don't know what Kathy was even saying. Now let's talk money, because it's painfully obvious the WNBA never was. In her rookie year, Clark earned barely $76,000 to $78,000. Yes, that's all. Meanwhile, Europe is ready to drop a bag so big it would make...
From the sounds of this interview, it seems like she's probably going to make more money overseas in EuroLeague than she did during this WNBA season. The commissioner told her that she could make $700,000 playing in the
WNBA executives cry in their offices. We're talking hundreds of thousands more, and here's the wild part. Over there, her housing, transportation, taxes, and everything else are already covered. Yes, you heard that correctly. The WNBA couldn't even cover her travel. Yet in Europe, Clark basically gets the VIP treatment, the highest...
How the cachet of the WNBA elevates. Remember, it could have been even better. You messed it up.
Paid player in the WNBA earns around $200,000, and now Kathy Engelbert and the whole league office are in panic mode about what the WNBA becomes without Clark. Spoiler alert, it's basically nothing. Clark brought millions of new fans and boosted viewership by 142%, and now she's gone for what amounts to like $300,000.
The highest paid player in the WNBA currently makes a little over $200,000
over 4 years. The WNBA season is ending for a bunch of teams, and players can't help questioning the ridiculous gap when you stack it up against what Europe is offering. And don't even bring up Ice Cube offering $5 million for 10 games. 10 games. That's more than Clark sees in 4 entire WNBA seasons.
WNBA season ending for many teams, there are already so many players heading overseas to play during the off-season. But with all of the drama currently surrounding the WNBA, on top of the low-paying salaries, some of these players are questioning if they'll...
Honestly, I'd be on a plane already. It's not only about the money either. The Europe League gives her something the WNBA has never delivered, a real full-length basketball season. While the WNBA drags through a short summer stretch, Europe runs from October to April, giving Clark way more time to play, develop, and face the best talent out there. The overseas competition is intense enough to make the WNBA look like a casual afternoon run by comparison.
Clark has now broke that glass ceiling, and they should be bowing at her. She's going to create jobs and money.
European players are sharpening their skills while the WNBA seems stuck hitting patty cake. Fever road games turned into home games because of Clark alone. The WNBA is probably off somewhere trying to figure out how they let their brightest star slip straight through their hands. Honestly, the way they handled...
How with the WNBA? They're nothing. They're nobody. Nobody's watching.
They lost.
Clark should almost be considered a basketball crime. They fumbled so badly it's like they begged Europe to take her. Europe couldn't have gotten luckier, and we still haven't touched endorsements. With Caitlin Clark out, the WNBA now has a massive hole where its most electric star used to be. Clark isn't just scoring on the floor, she's lining up major off-court deals. Europe is playing a whole different business game while the WNBA sits there confused. Clark is about to dominate billboards across Paris, London, and everywhere else. They literally let Caitlin Clark walk away.
Fever was turning away games into home games, and so it's kind of sad that through all of that, Caitlin was still advocating for players on the other team to get bonuses because she saw the kind of money and eyeballs and viewership that all of this was generating.
And Europe gave her exactly what she deserved effortlessly. Now look at what Europe gets compared to the WNBA, which often feels like the same recycled routine. The EuroLeague delivers top-tier competition packed with talent from around the world, not just Americans. Stars from France, Spain, Turkey, Russia, you name it. The WNBA never had that level of variety. Turkey's game is lightning fast and built on slick movement and sharp execution. Forget the WNBA's slow pacing. Clark will be going up against teams that play rugged, relentless basketball. No soft WNBA style here. In Russia, she'll get faster, stronger, more physical. Watching her adjust to that speed is going to be a masterclass.
That sounds like a dream. Traveling around Europe, playing basketball.
Like we went to Paris played in Paris for the EuroLeague Championship.
Imagine traveling across Europe while hooping. Paris for the play, Paris for the EuroLeague. Over there, teamwork, precision, and actual strategy matter. Clark will have to adapt to basketball that genuinely counts in leagues where one star doesn't drag the whole roster. After what she's about to experience overseas,
There could be a world where more of these private-owned EuroLeague teams, I could see some of these teams going after some of our star players in the WNBA. And if the money makes sense, if the business aspect makes sense, we could lose more players to play.
the WNBA might feel like a backyard pickup run. We also can't ignore the EuroLeague's legacy. It's been setting the tone since 1958, long before the WNBA was a thought. Legends like Diana Taurasi and Breanna Stewart dominated here, and now Clark is stepping into that history. She's poised to take the stage even further. Meanwhile, the WNBA can only watch.
I understand she hadn't played in the league yet, but at least the popularity and the interest around
While Clark rises into basketball royalty, stuck wondering what could have been. And the hype is absolutely real. Fans are buzzing everywhere. Comparisons to Kobe Bryant's iconic European showcases are already being made, and it's obvious why. It's massive for fans across Turkey, Russia, and Spain. European crowds are some of the most passionate anywhere, and now they get to watch Caitlin Clark torch their arenas. These venues are already sold out, and adding Clark is gasoline on the fire. Now let's talk about the free fall coming for viewership.
Always share all of the good things that they're doing, and Caitlin by no means had.
The league barely pulled around 394,000 viewers per game, but when Caitlin Clark played with the Fever, she averaged 1.18 million, over triple. Nobody tuned in for anyone else. They tuned in for Clark. And now that she's not there, good luck keeping people interested. The first Aces Liberty matchup without her pulled just 929,000 viewers, almost a 50% drop.
Because Russia paid Diana Taurasi at that time $1.5 million salary to play in Russia. Now, at the time in the WNBA, the salary, like the highest salary in the league, was $107,000.
From when she was on the floor. The WNBA will feel that loss like a punch to the stomach, and honestly, they asked for it. There were a record 22 games, over 1 million viewers, and now the EuroLeague, already strong, has arenas in Turkey and Russia selling out with Clark in the mix.
Okay, they have the highest audience they've seen in 24 seasons on the WNBA games. Televised games with Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever averaged 1.18 million viewers compared to 394,000 for all other games. There were a record 22 games that averaged over 1 million.
This is only the beginning of European basketball exploding, and Clark is right at the center, putting on a show the WNBA simply can't duplicate. The WNBA blew its chance. They treated Clark like just another player, threw her a small check and expected loyalty. It's nonsense. From players to coaches to fans, everyone sees it. Enjoy your empty seats and collapsing ratings, WNBA.
This just nonsense about things that Caitlin was doing wrong when, in my personal opinion, she was doing nothing but going out there and playing great basketball every night and ignoring the hate that was coming to her from all sides, not only from fans, but from competitors, coaches, all of.
Maybe next time you'll know what to do with a generational star, but truth is, there won't be a next time. She's Europe's crown jewel now, while the WNBA stays complaining as the Europe League watches Clark shatter records and run the court. Great job, WNBA. Really nailed it. If you want more on the WNBA and Caitlin Clark, hit that like button and subscribe.